Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you a few things, like cons and pros of this car that I like, and some things that you kind of have to give up when buying one of these. So one of the first things that you give up, of course pretty easy, is space. There's not a whole lot of space in this car. So I've only had two cars, and they've both been two-seaters, so I'm kind of used to it by now, but the car's so low to the ground, so literally when you get in this car, you literally have to kind of just throw yourself into the car just because it's really low. I mean, you could fit big people in here. I'm not really that tall, but you know, even for me, it's kind of hard. But what I do to combat that is just take off the steering wheel, because you're gonna bang your legs under steering wheel. And you know, you can get like any kind of steering wheel. It doesn't have to be anything. But yeah, I put my seat all the way back, and then I just, you know, it's not that hard to get in, but it kind of sucks when you're real low. The thing you give up is trunk space. You really don't have a whole lot of trunk space. When I first got this car, it didn't have like any carpet or anything, so I, you know, kind of made it my own and built this little like thing. It's not perfect by any means, it really isn't, but it looks like a ton better than it did when I first got it. And you could fit, I mean, it's good for like two people. I went to LA. I put like 3 bags back here, like 1 bag here, a little suitcase, another bag there, and the sub. So I mean, it's reasonable. You know, you're not going to be able to take your kids on this trip because it's only a 2-seater, but it's a 12-inch sub, and you know, sounds pretty good. Got the battery back there, got some tools and whatnot back here. So I mean, it's a good little car to get around in. You could definitely go on a road trip with this car. You also got space back here too. It doesn't look like a lot, but I fit my backpack back here, like 2 other bags, and I put my little toolbox back here. I'm probably gonna take this out because I'm not going anywhere. I don't really need it back here, but you can definitely fit it. These cars tend to heat up really quick because the coolant line is like right there, and the exhaust manifold and everything is like right here too, so your coolant heats up pretty quick. I mean, it's good for the heater, I guess, but they do make reroute kits for that. It's like what's it called? You get like this like extension thing that goes on your thermostat, so you can clear your coil packs, and then keeps your car cooler and stuff. It's more for people that have turbos and stuff, creating a lot of heat. I might do it still, and I plan on getting another radiator and stuff too, a better one. That is one downside. It does heat up pretty quick. Like you can be down the road and your car will already be in the cool or in the middle. It is a bad thing too, but you know, it is so small that like everyone else on the road is 10 times bigger than you, and like, you know, people will cut you off all the time and stuff, and can be dangerous. You know, the way people drive nowadays, you get in an accident, you know, you can pretty much total this car pretty easily. But it's super easy to drive though and stuff, and it handles really good. So I mean, as long as you're careful, there shouldn't be any issues. So those are pretty much like the only downsides I see, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't really had problems with anything else. Like, this car runs really good. It's pretty much all stock besides having coilovers on it. I never did put the coilovers on it. It just came that way when I bought it. But it has stock radiator, stock intake, everything. There's no cold air intake in it. I put different rims on it. I didn't really like the white ones because they were cracked too, so I had to get those replaced. What I really like is this is super easy to put up and put down. It's you just do it by hand. One person can do it. You can take it off right when you're driving or whatever, so that's another thing I like. The thing I like is the simplicity of the car. I mean, it's just really easy and straightforward, you know. You got shifter, your controls, AC, it's pretty easy. You know, your hazards, everything's just right there. I mean, as soon as I got the car, I never really knew much about them. I knew I wanted one, but I didn't like really watch a whole bunch of videos on the car. But like the day I got it, everything was so straightforward. I mean, it's just right there. You know, your blinkers, your lights. This is your windshield wipers and stuff, your coast and stuff like that. A little light in here, you know, you got your like door handles. So this side, I'm still working on getting another door card. This car didn't come with one. It's kind of hard to find a nice Miata nowadays. People want a lot for them. And if you do find a trashy one, I mean, this isn't the cleanest one, but it's also not the worst. I put a lot of work in it so far just to get it where it's at. Didn't have a radio or anything. I had to get a stereo, like a full stereo, door speakers and stuff. It was a lot to do. I kind of regret it. You know, getting this one, I kind of wish I could get one that had some stuff already. You know, you live and you learn. But you know, I learned a little bit more about stereos. I've done one before, so I had an idea, but I never did like door speakers and stuff. Also, I just did like a 7 amp and a head unit. But it's relatively the same thing, and I know how to do it now, which is good. So I learned that. Another thing I like is how easy parts are to get for this car. Like, you can go to junkyards. A lot of them are stripped, but there's a huge community out there on like Facebook and stuff that make a lot of, you know, they're just parting out cars and stuff. You know, they can give you links to areas where they found used parts online. So finding parts for this car really isn't that hard. They have a lot of like they have like sites where they actually redo certain pieces on this car, like the center console. I think it was like Miata or something. They redesigned the center console with like cup holders and everything, so that was pretty cool. You can buy hard tops. They are pretty expensive, but they are really nice, and you don't have to worry about leaking and stuff, something tearing. It's just a little bit safer, I guess. But they also look hecka nice too. I plan on getting one of those eventually. I mean, you could really find anything for this car anywhere. Like, everyone has one of these somewhere that you can find. There's a huge selection of wheels. Like, you don't really have to look hard for wheels. They're only 4-lug. You can literally upgrade anything you can think of on this car. You can upgrade the brakes, the wheels, you know, different body kit, LS swap. Like, the possibilities are really endless with this car. That's kind of why I wanted to buy it, is just because it will be really easy to find parts that I want. There's a lot of different things you can choose from. You're not really limited on what you can do with this car. My plans though for this car are pretty much to keep it stock. I might buy another one and do like more like engine mods to it, but I plan on just getting like upgraded radiator, like an aluminum one, maybe a different what is that called, overflow tank for the car too. They have ones that you can buy in a pair, I think, or something like that. Or I think they're on the same site. Oh, it was the fans. You can buy the fans and the radiator combined. I'll probably get another fan, the dual fans and stuff. I took the AC fan out because it wasn't working. So yeah, I'll probably get new fans, different radiator, different overflow tank, probably a cold air intake. I'll probably get some upgraded brakes, probably not like something crazy, just some like little, like some slotted ones. Probably not like a whole new brake overhaul. I just really want to keep it simple. I probably will get a hardtop though. I really do love the hardtops on these cars. They look really cool. So I'll probably buy a hardtop. Inside, I want to complete the interior for sure. Like, I want to get that door card. You know, fix that right there. That was just off. Little things like down there, I need the foot, or the resting for your legs, that panel thing's off. Filling that hole right there on that door card, because these are two separate ones. I already redid the seats. They were super tore up seats, and I ordered 2 of these online. They were like $100 for the pair. Was the worst thing ever to do, but totally worth it though. They look a lot better. I still need to clean this up though. It looks all ugly with the new thing. I probably might get new carpet, you know, clean up in here. It needs to clean. I haven't cleaned it since I came back. But might get a short shifter, maybe a different steering wheel. I do want to paint it again. I plan on painting it red again. I mean, red looks nice on it. If I get a hardtop, I don't know if I want to paint match the hardtop red, or they do make this other one on this side. I saw it was like carbon fiber. It was actually legit too. It was like $1,200, but I possibly might just get that one, keep that, you know, keep the carbon fiber, and then the red. I don't know, that might look cool. Different coilovers. I don't really like the coilovers that are on it. They look pretty shot, so I'm probably gonna upgrade that first. You know, different pedals, some cosmetic things. The lights are good. I probably won't put a spoiler on it. I might put a front bumper on it, a different one just because this one's real beat up, or I might just fix it up, maybe put some Bondo on it, get rid of these right here. I don't really like those. Get different low beam things, you know, those thingies, because I don't really like the blacked out that much. It looks kind of funny, but yeah, I might just keep it all stock. I might not do any body kit, but I also do want to run spacers though, just because, you know, you can see how in it is right now. I do need to get an alignment eventually, so I'm going to do that too, because I just got the new tires, so I don't want to screw up that. Because it had a lot of camber, it was super low, so I raised it up because it was just kind of dumb to drive, scraping over everything. But it rides fine. I mean, it drove good for those few hundred miles that I went. But it does need some fixes. Like the washer fluid things are off it right now. I have the lines to redo that. But that's about it though. I'm still torn. I might get a different bumper though. It's like totally different. It's not like the OEM one. But it's not ricey or anything. It looks really nice. Just has a little lip on the bottom, but looks almost just like this one. But yeah, those are my plans with the car. You know, it needs fixes like here. But I plan on doing them all soon, just taking it slow at a time, learning from this process. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see first. I'll keep you guys posted on what's coming up next. Follow me on Instagram, DM me. Pretty much will respond to anybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys then.